In an age where we rely heavily on our devices and technology, hanging on to my analog habits has become really important to me. So every week I sit down and plan out the following week. I try to make it a little bit of a ritual. I will light a candle, make myself a drink. Sometimes it's a cup of coffee, sometimes it's a glass of wine or a cocktail. Um, a lot of times I have music playing in the background, and I think that whole routine um, gives it a sort of significance that's also really important to me. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, hello. My name is Courtney. I am a wife, a stay-at-home mom, and an indie romance author, and this is The Heart and the Honeybee. I am currently using 3 different planners to manage my day-to-day life. And while that may seem a little bit excessive for some people, we enjoy being a little bit extra in these parts. um, the first thing I do when I am planning out the next week is to go through my daily pages in my personal rings, which is kind of like my main planner. If I didn't have the other two, I could certainly get by with using just this one planner. And I look through my daily pages for any notes, any tasks, reminders, appointments, any kind of information that may need to be transferred to a different section in my planner where it should live. Information that maybe needs to be archived or taken off my plate in some kind of way, whether it's like a completed task or it's something that I can delegate to someone else. And I also look for things that need to be migrated to the following week. I found a book that I think I saw it in a TikTok, and just kind of wrote it on the page. And I am moving it to my inbox so that when I am filling out like a TBR list or looking for books to put on hold at the library, I know where that information is. Then I create kind of a running to-do list for the week. These are things that need to be done during the week, but they are not really time or date specific. They are just things I kind of need to have in mind as the week progresses. Next, I go into my A5 rings. This is also where I do my goal setting. So I go through and I do a weekly review that is more focused on my goals and my areas of life that I use to create goals for myself at the beginning of the year. I will do more of a brain dump for things that are, I guess, attached to some of my goals that are just kind of bouncing around in my head. Um, there's no real rhyme or reason to them. A lot of times they're just those little things that like pop up as like good ideas or things that you could do that would help you, complete this goal or complete this task or for this project or whatever the case may be. And I don't try to like categorize them as I at this point I'm just trying to like get all the things out of my brain, like shutting down a few of the tabs that live in my head. After I go through my complete goal review, which takes about my weekly review, it takes about 15-ish minutes. I will then go back into my personal rings and plan out my week on this weekly overview. This is a week on 2-page insert from Filofax, and it really just gives me a high level overview of the week. Do I need it? Probably not, but there's also part of me that has this fear that if I don't have it, I'll forget something or something will fall through the cracks. So I've just made peace with the fact that sometimes it's not going to look very full because we don't have a lot going on. I think over the summer, I really don't need this much space for a weekly overview because we just don't really do that much. My son went back to school last week, so we are starting to jump back into like a busy season for all of us. So in the meantime, I have just been using this weekly calendar as not only a place for events or appointments, but I have started adding my YouTube videos to it, blog posts that I want to get up, as well as like little notes about the day. Sometimes I'll add like if we went out to dinner or if I got a package in the mail. Last week my credit card got hacked, and so I wrote that on a page or on a day so that I would not only remember when it happened, but also remember how annoyed I was when it happened. With that high level overview being done, I will set up the daily pages in my personal planner. So I am a monthly, a weekly, and a daily planner. I know that can seem a little bit redundant, but as a person who tries to kind of navigate life with ADHD, the more places I have information and can see it and write it down, the easier it is for me to recall it. So this is just where I have that kind of running task list for the week of things that I need to do or think about that are not really attached to any day. I am putting my main 2 priorities for the week at the top of the page so that whenever I look at it, I can remember what I really want to focus on for the week. I am currently revising the 3rd book of my romance series. They are interconnected, but they're each standalone. The first book came out at the end of March. The second book came out at the end of June, and the third one will be out at the end of October. So I am really focused on revisions this month, and I need that to kind of be smacking me in the face. I separate each page into 3 sections. So I have a section for home admin, I have a section for personal tasks, and then I have a section for work tasks. And this is where I just put down to-dos for that day. In my personal planner, the tasks that I write down for my work, which for me is like YouTube, my blog, and writing, are just the general idea. So I will write down filming, editing, that I need to work on some like graphics for my Instagram, that kind of stuff. I use my pocket planner to get more granular about those things because the insert that I am using has a timeline. So I am able to block out my day on those pages. So I will write down like from 7 to 9 is usually my AM routine, where I'm, getting up, getting ready for the day, dropping my son off at school, that kind of stuff. And then I will block off time for writing. So I'll block off like 10 to 12 for writing, and then on those pages I can write down exactly what I'm trying to achieve in that block of time. So if I have a 2-hour writing block, I am trying to revise 1 chapter, and then I want to edit the book blurb as well, that sort of thing. So this is where I can get very specific about what I want to accomplish in that day. And so I really only use my pocket planner on like Monday through Friday, like work days. So if I'm wanting to batch photos for Instagram, I can write down like exactly um, what it is that I need to do. Like if I need to create like 3 posts for my author Instagram, it would be like, oh, I need to create like a Flat Life or Merritt's book, a playlist for Bellamy's book, and a mood board for Evie's book. And then when I am in that time block, I don't need to figure out what I'm trying to do, if that makes sense. Like for me, cutting down a lot of the decisions that need to be made in the moment really helps with my executive dysfunction. Generally, I plan my days the night before, but I will go through and mark things off on certain days. Like this week, I have therapy on Tuesday. My son has a doctor's appointment on Friday during what would be like my work day. So I need to know that when I am planning that day out the night before, that like I have to account for this much time that I'm not going to be available to work. I marked Thursday as a filming day because there's specific things that I want to film that day, and I need to know or kind of prep those things before Thursday so that when that time block pops up and it's like filming time, that I'm also not scrambling to kind of gather those materials or my notes on what I want to happen in that video. Like those things are already prepared before my work time. I have my work pages set up in my pocket planner and my A5 all ready to go for the week. So this is how I use my 3 planners to keep me organized every week and to manage everything. If you enjoyed seeing this video and want to see more, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below, turn on your notifications, do all of the YouTube things. I appreciate you so much for spending part of your day hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video.